Hey guys, what's up? My name is Justin Jaro. Thank you for clicking on my video. So a lot of people have been asking me if I can make a tutorial on how I do my covers. An Avid M-Box Mini. I got M Audio AV40s, these small little monitors, and yeah, I'm gonna do as much as I can. We're gonna use amp simulations, sample drums, since I know that some people can't run amps in their house and mic them with stuff, or they can't run drums and mic them or anything because they don't have enough inputs, or mainly because of sound issues with neighbors or living in an apartment or a dorm or whatever it is. I'm gonna be using a Bluebird as my lead vocal mic, SM7B as my background vocal mic, and everything's gonna be running out of a PreSonus Eureka preamp. So yeah, let's get this done. So we see right now the Pro Tools editing window. We're gonna be using this song "Call Me Maybe" by, what's her name again? By Carly Rae. So all we have to do is go drag the file. Okay, if you don't have a track open already, you can always just drag into tracks and it'll create a new one for you. But since I already do, I'll just drag it on and it processes it. Let's rename it. Let's just do this playback. Actually, let's do a reference track. Okay. Next we had to find the BPM. I already checked it. It was 120, but you could get Mixmeister BPM Analyzer for free. All you have to do is just drag it in there, and I'll tell you the BPM. So it's 120. Lucky. So click anywhere. Make sure tab to transient is on, and just hit tab. So that's the first hit, I think. Yep, that's the first hit. Yeah, just pull it over, and then should be all. Also make sure you're in grid mode. Next, since I'm a guy and this is a girl song, and I could hit the notes, but I don't want to strain my voice too much into the song, so we're gonna drop the pitch a little bit. Excuse me. Let's go to over here, elastic properties. Let's go polyphonic. Wait for it to process. Okay. Now double click. Well, I'm using a trackpad, so let's double click or right click or control click for Mac. Anything you had to do to get this menu, click on elastic properties and pitch shift. I already know I have to sing it down to. So now it's going to sound like this. Rather than the original, which was this. Cool, huh? Okay. Now, since I know I'm going to be using that throughout the whole song, we're just going to take it off of polyphonic, disable elastic audio, commit, and it will render out the drop version. So yeah, let's just check if it's in time the whole time. What I usually do is create a new track. You can go track new, or just know the keys is going to be Command Shift N or Windows Shift N, or actually it's Control Shift N for Windows. And let's create about let's create 4 tracks for now. Let's rename them right now. Okay, first track is going to be the recording track. Let's just call it Move. Next track is going to be rhythm guitar. Next is going to be rhythm guitar 2. Let's just pan these already left and right. Just turn them down because I know they're going to be turned down. Okay. The reason why I have a separate record is because I'm going to be running everything through that, if that makes sense. Let me just make sure. Oh my gosh, why is everything being stupid? Okay guys, next up is guitar. Let's do some guitar right now. Okay, what I do is for now I'll direct and inject it line into the Inbox Mini. So I already have it lined out. So you see it's coming in. Let's pick something that might fit. It also helps to know what you're trying to go for. No. Actually, let's line this out first. So my move is going to be the track that I print onto. Okay. So I'll make this guitar sim out bus. That'll be the input, right? So you can either go bus, find the guitar sim out, or you can just go to track, go to move. So now that's recording. This runs into here, since output is input. Okay, let's dial this in. I don't really like that much distortion, so. Let's go down a little bit. That might work. That's also 2. Here what it sounds like first. Remember, Option K to turn this on.
Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss.
Basically, I would move that to here. And I guess I'll just record that and I'll just clean up later. Let's do it.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding.
Okay, since we got all that done, just to make everything easier, let's name everything. You could do this by hitting enter if you have a little keypad on the side. That enter button, not the return or the enter button. That's usually on MacBooks or laptops or anything. If you don't have that, you can just click here on marker. So find where you want.
I threw
Okay, let's name that verse 1. I found the next place.
hey, I just
Okay, obviously I found that, so that's chorus 1A. Chorus 1A. Okay.
I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for
Okay, there's pre-chorus 1. Pre-chorus 1. Okay, it's boring, so I'm just gonna stop the video. Okay, since that's done, let's just copy and paste. So let's grab where the chorus is, right? Where we were playing, where I was playing the straight 8th notes.
So call me baby. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Select in between those. Select. Hold shift while you're doing that. Cut. Alt or option drag to there. Just duplicate. Command D. Select those again. Put it there. I think we're done.
At your baby. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you. So call me
Okay, good. Okay, usually what I do for second guitars or just whatever, I make 2 new, just in case. Let's rename them. I should say high guitar 1, high guitar 2. Let's pan them 100% again. Since, like what the guy from Recording Revolution said, people are going to be listening to on mostly mono, so they're not going to hear the minute, they're not really going to hear the minute spacings, so yeah. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. This is how I do it. So, this is how I do it and how I like to do it. Okay, let's change the tone of guitar. I changed the cab and the amp type. Change settings. Give it a little bit more drive than I would need to. Okay, let's hear how this sounds first. Let's turn that down. Let's go for an octave, so. Okay, let's try that. Let's do some bass. I'm just directly input. I don't like injected. I don't like that. I don't like that word, so I'm just gonna say direct input. I am directly inside of the M box, so that's why. Okay, right there. Let's go.
And now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way.
Okay, guys, now I am going to record vocals. Yeah. Yeah, I started doing this cover like 2 hours ago. Actually, like an hour ago, I think. I don't know. You'll see the time at the top, right? So, let's get this done. Bluebird into your Eureka. Match the impedance. I guess on the Bluebird I'm running at like 37 gain. Compressor's off. EQ's off. Yeah, EQ's off. Bass roll off. Well, high pass is on. No saturation. I just want this to be as clean as I can get it. And what else? Negative 20 dB.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish.
Yep, as you can see, stop and go, since we're just doing this on digital, and well, you could do it on tape too, but that's a lot of syncing and everything. But yeah, this is what I do. Okay, I'm recording the chorus now, so this is probably going to be bad for you to listen to. Sorry, but I'm playing this in the chorus anyways. I mean in the video.
But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you.
Yep. Make a new stereo instrument track.
It could ruin the relationship.
Yeah, I really could.
Stereo jumps, samples. For mine, I use
They all went 45 minutes. Go for that one.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna use slate drums.
I don't think you want me.
Let's just use whatever, just for triggering right now. Okay, now we're gonna drum it.
Yeah, no, I have to.
You didn't work.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Why? Does it look like I'm not? No, I'm actually trying to read something. I'm trying to figure out like which section of my essay needs work. So I can post.
Okay, just record the drums after it's all lined out.
Sparrows right here.
No. We had a girl with like tattoos. We don't have one girl though. But you had
Now
tattoos.
you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this.
Okay, so next is gonna be the hard part. Let's do some mixing. What I usually do is I pick a chorus that everything's playing at. So yeah, here.
Hey, I just
So let's take everything. Since I have no auxiliary tracks, this will make it easier. Let's just turn on our groups, turn on the all, and drop everything to infinite, negative infinity. Okay, now we got that done. Everything is off. Besides the talkback, that was, yeah, okay, that was off. Everything's off. So let's first thing to do is get your vocal, leave vocal 1. Actually, let's start with chorus, leave vocal 1. Even though there's only one lead vocal. I hate it when that happens. Let's put it to like negative 2.6. So we have everything underneath the lead vocal. But yeah, let's make a new stereo input. Let's call this submix. Let's put it to mix or any bus that's open. So yeah, we take everything, make sure everything will run straight through that. Highlight everything. Alt Shift click bus mix. So everything's busing through there. So
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
okay, so we got that. Let's solo save that by if you don't know how to do that, is command click on the S or control click. Let's throw on a quick
So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number.
so let's just do that for now, just to have something on there. And also let's create a master track, master fader, and let's throw on a stereo width, make it into mono. Boom. So now let's build up from there. Let's start with the kick.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you.
Rhythm guitar.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number.
So let's hear what that sounds like.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Just always check when you're in mono.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
The vocal might sound like it's hovering quite a lot above it, but when you go back to stereo, it might be kind of buried, like by the guitars, since they're kind of in the same frequency range. So always check back in stereo.
Hey.
Compression. Let's use API 2500 compressor. Let's crush it. Before, after. Let's add the Paramore sample. That has a lot of compression on that thing. There's some things I want to take out. Hold up. Should be good. Okay, let's add some compression to the room mic. Let's use put all in. Let's crush this thing. Yep, I think that's crushed enough. Let's introduce it into the mix, see how it sounds. Kind of want to take out some of the low end, some of the high end also. I don't always work in solo, but why not? Take out some of that room noise. At 400. Sounds better. Let's see. Okay, let's do guitars. Let's take out some of that fizz on the guitar. And some of that low end. Just sweep it until it gets thin. Pull back in. Let's scoop out a little bit of 2K to let the vocals sit in there. Let's put that on the other track. Let's pull it up a little bit just so we'll get a little different on the other side, on the right side. Let's add some compression to the bass. Whatever, let's just use the SSL compressor. Let's crush it. Fast attack. medium. So we could just have a consistent that's good enough. Let's add a little bit of distortion. There's no low in there. What the heck? Okay.
Oh, that I miss you so. Hey,
I like to put the guitars in a auxiliary track. Guitar aux. Mainly because I like my guitars fighting each other. Kind of adds a little bit of excitement, if that makes sense. The glue. My favorite bus compressor.
hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls trying to get at.
Tackle the vocals, because it's getting really annoying now. Sounding a little bit too annoying. Yet we haven't added any reverb or anything, so.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls trying to get at.
Yeah, let's add a compressor on that. Let's use the SSL compressor since we've been using it on everything else.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls trying to get at me, so here's my number.
Let's add another compressor. Let's add nah, I don't need that. Turn off analog. Let's just, yeah, let's flatten it out. Because what she had before was kind of flat, so.
I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls trying to get at me, so here's my number, so call me maybe.
Perfect. Well, on these speakers, it sounds good enough for right now. Let's do background vocals. I usually do them like kind of like really high, low, high, just make them like this. Why not?
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Always cut out 400 or 500 for background vocals for me.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at Ashley, baby, so here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. And all the other girls trying to get at me. So here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Compressor. Let's use API 2500.
Hey, I just.
Crush the heck out of it.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number.
Tuning artifacts.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. It's hard to look right. Ashley, baby, but here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. And all the other girls.
And copy. Guess on that. Let's put it here just in case I decide to put anything else on there. Sidechain.
It's hard to look right. 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 And this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. It's hard to look right. Ashley, baby, so here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Let's try adding some delay in right now. So let's make a new auxiliary. This is a long video. Solo save, delay. Yeah, delay. You can use any delay, but I'm gonna use a delay when it loads. Yeah. Okay, let's use a 1/4. Turn feedback up. Mix all the way up since this is just a send. Bus. Not 1/4 delay. Vocal delay. Let's hear how this sounds. Oh yeah, low cut. Let's use that in high cut.
And this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. It's hard to look right. Ashley, baby, so here's my number.
Let's use 1/8.
And this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. It's hard to look right.
Let's add some kind of harmonic distortion. Well, I don't know, yeah, saturation type deal. See analog delay.
And this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. It's hard to look right. Ashley, baby, so here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you.
You don't want it to be obvious, just so it won't sound too dry.
And this is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. It's hard to look right. Ashley, baby, so here's my number. So call me maybe. Hey, I just met here's my number, so call me maybe.
I think I like that for now. Let's see some reverb for the drums. Let's create 2 auxiliary tracks. Rename snare, verb, drums, room, verb, solo safe. Find a bus to use for that. Let's find the snares. If you have 2 samples, try to use the brightest one, because you don't want too much what's it called again? Too much bass to go through. Just find any reverb. I usually go for a plate for the snares, and I just play around with it. Let's put it up. Try not to have make sure you roll off the bass frequencies for reverbs, or else you'll get really muddy. Yeah, really muddy.
But here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls trying to get at me, so here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my
I might want a bigger reverb. Let's use a different. You could always just use deverb, which I like using a lot, but for now I'm just using what I got. Let's just pick something random. Let's use a large plate. Can you hear the difference?
It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But
Let's make a drum auxiliary track for everything to go through. Bus, drums group. Select all the drums. Drum group. Also make sure what you're making actually goes to the subgroup. That's probably why it sounds weird.
hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe.
Let's add a little bit of compression to the drum group. Just to kind of glue them together.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls.
Let's use a grand hall. Let's see what that sounds like.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you.
Okay, once you get everything done and standing as you want it, let's run a maximize, like a limiter. You can use any limiter. Even though it's bad to make it loud, you kind of want to just in case it's not loud enough and you don't want people to just like be pissed off turning it up, and then next song comes on and then it's like gonna kill your ears or something. So try to land within the 10, 12 RMS for the choruses or the biggest parts. So let's do it. All you have to do for a limiter, try to set the margin to 3 and then just pull the threshold down. That's all you have to do.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls get at me, so here's my number, so call me maybe.
So yeah, just try to make it sound natural enough, but if you're clipping if your snare hits or your kick, it's usually the snare or the kick in rock music that is like clipping so much. Just try not to like flatten it all out. Even though it looked like it was on mine, it's still gonna sound fairly well on like computer speakers or whatever. So
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right.
just don't be stupid about it. That's all you have to do. Let's look at what our song looks like in the analyzer right now.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. So here's my number.
It looks fairly well right now, so let's just throw on an EQ just in case. Any EQ will do, but try to use a linear EQ and just cut out usually around 400, just to kill that boxiness a little bit.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Or actually, let's just do mid-side EQing. I'm just gonna use the isotope one. Mid-side means the side you EQ the sides differently than the center. So guitars, just guitars, cymbals, harmonies, like whatever, you just put 100% or just anywhere in the sides. Middle is literally the middle, 0. So you'd want to probably roll off a little bit, since this is just mainly going to be guitars and whatnot on here.
Hey, I just met you,
And let's take a little bit out of the 400 zone on here. Just a tad bit.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Now mid, same thing. Let's take out some 400. Make sure the cue isn't wide enough, isn't too wide. You don't want to affect the snare and the kick.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Let's add a little bit of air at the top over here.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, so here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey.
Yeah, it's just really hard without a subwoofer. So you have that, and then usually I just throw on the some kind of deep saturation, harmonic saturation. I just throw on the Kramer MPX and throw on one of the presets and just tweak a little bit. I think this will work. I just don't like that too much noise.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, so here's my number, so call me maybe.
And that is all. Now I just have to bounce, which is just bounce to disk. Keep everything. You can always convert to MP3 or whatever. And I usually just go, yeah, this is going to be annoying. Just keep trying until it goes. Oh my gosh. This is what sucks about working on a MacBook.